Could I tell you a joke?
Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can.
Go ahead.
I sure can.
Tell us a joke. Wow.
Could I tell you a joke?
Did you hear about the two hamburgers that went to a dance?
I didn't.
No? But they went to a meatball.
Oh.
It was a meatball. It was a dance for hamburgers.
I just came off stage, man. Why are you asking me questions like that?
What's brown and sticky? A stick.
What do you call a bunch of dinosaurs that are waiting for the end of the world? Velociraptor.
And I actually got in trouble for this. I told my teacher, I said, hey, you want to hear a dirty joke? And, oh, come, Mr. Fischer, you're not so... 2 pigs fell in the mud. You know, oh, haha, that's funny. And then I said, 3 came out. To me, improv is the challenge that I really need, because I get bored easily, and if I'm gonna stand up and do like stand up the same routine over and over, to me it's gonna get boring. It's great for some people; they really nail it and they're really great at it. But me, I need to constantly challenge myself.
I love improv because it's one of the most real forms of comedy. And there's this je ne sais quoi about improv. There's this certain something about improv that it's almost like a drug. I mean, anybody can repeat a stand-up comedian's joke. There's something about improv that's just magic when it happens in the right moment.
Or I've tried stand-up, I've tried other things. It's just improv is what I love. It's what I love to do.
I feel like we're just up here telling a story. We're playing. We're not trying to make anybody... Obviously, we're trying to make somebody laugh. We bill ourselves as a comedy show, but the comedy to me is a lot more natural. It just kind of happens out of the situations that we put ourselves in, instead of set up a punchline, knock it down, set up a punchline, knock it down.
That's the amazing thing about improv. It's the fact that you never know what's going to happen.
Welcome to IMF.
Having a conversation, Dale came up with the ideas. Is that, I want to do a long form improv group. The founder, Randy Reese, actually said to Dale, "Well, what would you call it?" Dale thought for a second and said, "Improv, motherfucker." And that's how it was born.
Did Dale tell you?
He did.
He did? It's
Improv,
motherfucker.
Yeah, I guess that if I had to give an official meaning of IMF, yeah, that's what it stands for. So, this is IMF, so give me a word.
Hopscotch.
Thank you, hopscotch.
Hopscotch! It's hard to play hopscotch when there's shoelaces on you.
We'll get a suggestion, and we'll do like kind of different monologues where we all step out on the stage and talk. Like if the suggestion's, truck. We all step out, somebody will start talking about a truck, maybe an experience they had with the truck. And something within there that inspires somebody else to step out, we'll grab that and use that, and kind of strings things along. That's our idea generator.
It could be great, or it could be like, kind of funny, but it's just kind of like that risk-taking where...
And you've got someone on to get your back, too.
Yeah, you have people, like, if I'm not having a good night, I'll know that one of these guys will come out and just help me, and I can be the straight man.
I really just came out to make that shoelace joke, so I'm really hoping that someone else comes out and gets me out of here.
I heard Dale talking earlier about the kind of dichotomy between some people's stage personas and their real-life personas, and I'm one of those. People at work can't believe I do this kind of stuff. People here can't believe I'm quiet at work.
And if the Blue Jays got 7 strikeouts, we all got a free slice of pizza. So sure enough, we're up to 6 strikeouts now, right? It's the 8th inning, and everyone, like, they're on the edge. Nobody cared about the game until this moment. Now we're getting to the end of the game. We've got 6 strikeouts, and there is a $3 slice of pizza on the line. So everybody's...
I'm not a big risk taker. I'm not a troublemaker. I'm not a pot stirrer. So to be able to turn that on here, it's a nice outlet for it.
Talk about good prizes. I got a free dress down day at work because my team duct taped me to the wall and I stayed up there the longest.
The first set of scenes will be, we try to develop 3 or 4 strong scenes with strong characters and stories, and then when we get to about 4, we start revisiting them. and try to move the scenes along to keep it interesting.
Jennifer? They say duct tape can fix everything.
I don't believe it.
I don't think so either, but I'm going to try. This duct tape will fix our marriage. That's right, Jennifer. You can still go to your bridge nights if you want, but I'm coming too. And when you're working late, Jennifer.
Steve, game time, man.
I'm coming too.
I have such a high opinion of these guys. Like, they're just great. And so I feel like I'm always trying to play up to them. So anytime I'm on stage and I make them laugh, either in a scene with me where they break and they are laughing on stage or they're laughing on the sidelines watching, like that's all I want. That makes me happy.
I love you.
So let me, you did.
Strike!
It's fucking bowling. That would make sense.
And my first show ever, I was incredibly nervous. And Mike McLean comes up to me and he says, you know, 'cause my parents were in the audience that night, and he says, "What's one word that your mother hates? Because I'm going to say it as many times as I possibly can during the course of the show tonight."
Mom, I'm pretty sure my arm's broken.
I was playing a character who had a hand for a dick, and so the HR guy got to him and he's like, "Yeah, I really need you to tone it down a little bit." And he blows up. "This is just the way I am. You can't put me down like this." And so he eventually gets fired. They realize they can't do it without him. They hire him back. They bring him back in, and he's like, "All right, here's the paperwork. We're ready to rehire you." Mike turns to me and he gives me the paper. He says, "All right, you're almost ready to start. I just need your John Handcock on this paper."
Brush it off, you're fine.
Your father was here and you asked me about your fucking arm.
Yeah, because you always fucking baby him. Come on, let's get.
It's not something everybody can do. In all honesty, it's not. And if I said it was, you'd see hundreds of improv groups all over the place. It's not. You have to have an understanding. You have to have a certain level of intelligence and a willingness to really be able to let go.
Like the attention.
Hey, Dad, I just broke my leg. I'm ready to play football.
Yeah, see, your sister's tougher than you.
What? Bitch!
Shut up!
Angry face.
Mine's hurt and angry because you're not listening to my feelings.
I don't listen to your feelings because you don't have any feelings worth listening to.
You always say that.
He'll come back. He'll come back.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
I saw a note on the fridge. Please.
Oh, he's back.
Do you think you guys just have maybe over the years that you've been doing it have just developed that kind of chemistry that you know what?
Yeah, that's something that that's key. We work on that constantly. That's why we practice. When we practice, that's the number one key, which is group mind. And there's a lot of exercises we do that are really strange to try to develop group mind. Some of us buy into them, some of us don't. But when that happens, we feel it, and it's so easy to perform with people that are on the same wavelength without even saying a word.
You know, we need hard workers here.
Oh, I'm a hard worker.
Mm-hmm. We need people who are dedicated. Mm-hmm. People with stick-to-itiveness.
That was my major.
IMF, every second and fourth Saturday of the month at 9:30.
Right here?
Right here. Comedy, sports, theater, arena, Main Street in Harlem, Amherst, Snyder. You'll find us.
And let's hear it for your IMF performers tonight. Mike McLean, Brian Tabak, Richard Satterwhite, Michelle Fox, and Dale Fischer. I'm DJ Robin, we will see you back here in 2 weeks.
This woman's begging her husband to please fix the dishwasher, please fix the dishwasher. He's like, what? Do I wear a hat that says handyman? I'm not fixing the dishwasher. She's like, fine, I'll call someone. And then the next day, something else breaks in the yard. And she's like, please, can you just go out there and trim the tree? And he's like, what do I have, gardener written on my forehead? Like, no, I'm not gonna fix it. Like, I'm tired, I'm hungry. So then something else breaks and she's like, oh, please, just fix this toilet. It's not working. It's like, what do I have, plumber written on my face? I'm not fixing the toilet. So then he comes home and everything's fixed. He's like, what did you do? She's like, oh, I just called Bobby down the street. He's like, and he fixed all this stuff? She's like, yeah, he said he would do it if I either had sex with him or if I made him one of my homemade cakes. He's like, oh, great. Did he like the cake? She's like, what do I have, baker written on my forehead? That's all I got.